Hey Mama, Hannah Chelsea here. I am the baby maven and I am a new parent coach and pregnancy mentor. So what that means is that I work one-on-one with women throughout their pregnancy and the fourth trimester, which is 0 to 12 weeks after they give birth, to really help them feel in control and confident during this life change, to help them lay the groundwork for an easy and successful parenthood, and also to make sure that they get the most incredible bond with their new baby. Now, as a pregnancy mentor and new parent coach, it is my responsibility to make sure that I am always your cheerleader and your advocate for exactly how you want to parent. So together we set goals, we come up with cool ideas, we set great expectations, and then I help you to make sure that those things come to fruition as quickly as possible. I give you all the love and support that you could possibly need. I answer all of your questions because this time is meant to be all about you, about your family, and how you want the experience to be. And I'm just there to make sure that it happens that way. So I'm so excited to be able to share with you some secrets to success of pregnancy and new parenthood. These are gems that I have come across as I've worked with hundreds of women. So please sit back, enjoy, and learn some more secrets. I love to share them with you. The next parenting secret is to ask for and accept help. Now, I like to describe this as building your dream team. So you're going to want to pull people into your life or even hire them if that makes more sense for you. The ones that could absolutely support you best through your pregnancy and new parenthood. So this could look like maybe a dog walker if you know that for the first few weeks after baby arrives, you're really not going to feel up to walking your dog a few times a day. It could be in the form of like a home delivery food service so that you don't have to go grocery shopping, or maybe things just come to you already prepared. It should definitely include somebody that you would trust to watch your baby. So whether that's a nanny or a babysitter, or just making sure that you have your mom or your best friend on call, they can all be a part of your dream team. They are definitely people who would want to offer you help and would love to have you accept it. And this is so very important because though babies are super tiny when they first come out, they are exhausting. And you deserve to have a break. You're going to need to have a break from time to time. So if you can start to build this dream team, it'll most likely also include your partner, and then probably some family members, and then hopefully also some professionals, whether that's a doula or a new parent coach like me, or a nanny or a babysitter, so that you can really make sure that you get all the answers to the questions that you have, and that you have the support that you need early on. So get out there and ask for and then accept help as it's offered. The next parenting tip is to be present and engage. So whether you are working on something like business-wise after baby arrives, or if you're spending one-on-one time with your little one, or you're having a date night with your guy, whatever it is, make sure that you're really being present and staying in the moment. Because I like to tell my clients, there is no such thing as multitasking. If you're trying to play with your baby while you're also listening to a podcast and you're also doing laundry, your attention is going to be split three ways, and nothing is really going to get the 100% that it deserves. So especially nowadays when it's so easy to just fall back to checking Facebook on your phone or trying to record your baby's first laugh with your phone, I really encourage you to put down those devices, really hone in on what's going on in that moment, and just do your best to be present and enjoy it. Because I promise you, as time goes on, you're going to be so happy that you were actually there watching your baby laugh, making your baby laugh, and not just trying to capture it on a little screen. So, this tip, this secret, is to really engage and be present no matter what you're doing, and I promise you, you're going to feel so much better about it because you're giving 100% to the task at hand. This is one of my favorite tips to give pregnant women and brand new mamas, and it is to trust your gut. Every single pregnancy, every single new parent experience is super, super unique to that person, and so I would encourage you to please, please, please just follow your heart and trust your gut when it comes to how you want to parent how you want to deal with a situation, what you need, how you need to say something, because people love to give advice. I mean, I'm doing it right now. And those advice givers come in full force when you're pregnant and you have a new baby. So I encourage you to just make sure that you're doing what's best for you. You're following your truest self. And if that's you want to breastfeed or you want to bottle feed, you're going to use glass bottles, you're going to use plastic bottles, you're going to use a co-sleeper, you're not going to, you're going to attachment parent, whatever it is. Just follow what you want to do and make no excuses. Okay, so the next secret might be a little bit of a challenging one to put into practice because it's something that we do without even realizing. But the secret to a happy pregnancy, a successful new parenthood, is to stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing your baby to others. Whether it's somebody in the media who got their pre-baby body back, days after they gave birth, or it's the lady down the road who has a kid that's about your baby's age and he's already walking and talking and playing Mozart. Whatever it is, whoever it is, please just stop comparing, because your parenting experience and your pregnancy experience, your birth experience, are all super, super unique. They're all a culmination of all of the experiences that you've had in your life that are bringing you up to this point. And the things that are unique about us are what make us really cool and different. So I promise you, those people in the media, that lady down the street, she's focused on her own stuff in her own little world. So don't worry about her. Stop comparing and just give yourself the gift of knowing that exactly what you're doing and where your baby is exactly where you need to be. Okay, this is a really good one. So another one of the secrets is to maintain expectations and goals. So when I say that, what I mean is that so many of my clients go into their new parenthood thinking these super grand ideas of they're gonna have a baby that sleeps through the night from day one and he's gonna be a great eater and they're gonna exercise every single day and a home cooked meal every single night. And those are beautiful goals. I encourage you to set goals, but I would also really love for you to maintain expectations. So that looks like setting goals that are feel good and also attainable. I don't want you to set the bar so gosh darn high that you feel every single day like you're failing, because this is a brand new experience. You're going to be definitely out of your element. That's how it's supposed to be. There's really nothing that can prepare you for this 24/7 job with this little tiny person whose life depends on you. That's a lot of stress. It can be overwhelming. So make sure that you're setting yourself up for kind goals and expectations. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to get every single thing done. Maybe set 3 to 5 things that you're hoping to get done in the day. And even if just one of them is showering or sitting down and drinking a cup of tea while it's still hot, something like that. Set those small goals, maintain your expectations, and then celebrate the fact that you get them actually checked off of your list. And then once you are consistently being able to check 3 to 5 things off your list, then maybe add another 1 or 2 and take it week by week, day by day, so that you're not overloading yourself, because that's the last thing that you need to do. You're already going to have a baby that's pretty demanding on your time and energy. So give yourself the gift of only putting a few things on your list that you know are really very reasonable to achieve in the day. Okay, so here comes one more. The secret is to just breathe. Take a deep breath in those moments when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or a little bit stressed, or you can't figure out why your baby's crying so hard and you just really, really want to make the baby stop crying. Take a moment, take a deep breath, and recognize that this moment will pass. Tomorrow will be a new day with new opportunities. And though it can feel like it's taking forever to get your baby down for the night or getting him to latch properly to breastfeed, I promise you, before you know it, that's just going to be a distant memory that you've already overcome. So please just take a deep breath in those moments. Be kind to yourself. Make sure that Are you being really good to you? Because guess what? Baby feeds off of stress. So if your little one can tell that you're really overwhelmed or you're upset or you're annoyed, he's going to start getting even fussier. So just breathe in and out, in and out. If you need to, maybe pop on a meditation, put in your earbuds, or just put baby somewhere really safe, like in a crib with no bumpers, no toys, things like that. And then just take a breather. Step outside for a few minutes. Feel the fresh air. And just know that this too shall pass. Anytime that it's a stressful moment, it will pass. If you need to, ask for support. It will come to you if you ask. Okay? So in those moments when you just feel run down and overwhelmed, take a deep breath and know that it will pass. Okay, so the next secret is to take me time every single day. Now, a lot of my clients feel like this is going to be something impossible to do because with a brand new baby or during the very end of your pregnancy, there's just a million things to do and everybody needs something from you. But it's so incredibly important that you make sure to recharge your batteries. You know how they talk about when you're on an airplane and if there's ever a disaster, you're supposed to put on your oxygen mask before the person next to you or before helping the person next to you? That's because you're only helpful and of use if you can already breathe. So the same thing goes for your pregnancy and new parenthood. It's so important that you make sure that your needs are met because you're going to be so much more well equipped to meet the needs of your baby or your partner or your pets or your family or your business or whatever it is. So every single day, try to take a little bit of time just for you. You can think back to something that you loved before you were pregnant or before you had the baby. Maybe it was meditating or having that one cup of coffee in the morning to get you started, or a nice jog, or rocking out to your favorite song, or crazy dancing through the house, or cooking dinner. Whatever it is that really felt good to you, felt like it was giving you that energy back that you needed, make sure that you plan to put that in your day every single day. It's totally possible. It is totally possible. It's super important to plan ahead. So, one of my secrets is make a plan. Now, this includes talking to your partner or the people who are going to be parenting with you about your goals and expectations throughout your pregnancy and new parenthood. It's so much better to have that discussion about who's going to get up with the baby in the middle of the night before you actually have to deal with it. Because the morning after you've gotten up for like 5 days in a row with the baby and you were thinking your guy was going to do it at least one night, you're going to be in such a grouchy mood having that conversation that it's probably just going to turn into a fight in between the two of you. So start to plan ahead. That means packing your diaper bag, having an idea of what you want in your birth plan, knowing what your dream team is going to include or who it's going to include. It's so very important to plan ahead. And now, I'm not unrealistic. I know that things don't always go exactly as planned. Maybe you wanted a natural birth and you're in a situation where it's really necessary that you get a C-section. So, along with making a plan, I always tell my clients to make sure that they have structured flexibility. So you have a plan in the works, but you also recognize that you might have to be a little bit flexible with it. But you still want that plan in the works. Because if you decide to just wing it as a new parent, or you decide to just wing it when you're actually giving birth, you're going to be caught off guard, which is a very uncomfortable feeling. You don't want that. I promise you don't want that. Because especially with a tiny baby, somebody's got to take charge. And if you don't have an idea of what you're expecting, how you want things to play out, guess who's going to take charge? That tiny little baby. So start now and make a plan. Make a plan with yourself, with your partner, with your baby, with whoever it is, whatever it takes. Have some sort of a plan in the works. Okay, so here comes another secret your way. This secret is to focus on the good. Now that might seem kind of like, well, duh, obviously, thank you for sharing that. But It is so easy during your pregnancy, and especially as a new parent, to get caught up on the things that aren't working for you. Like maybe that you have a baby that's struggling to latch, or you have a baby that isn't really sleeping very efficiently throughout the night, or your baby isn't rolling over and your neighbor's kid is, or something like that. It's so easy to get caught on the things that you're worried about or that stress you out. So instead of getting caught on those things, I would highly suggest that you try your absolute best to focus on the stuff that is going well. Because whatever you focus on and wherever you put your energy, that is what's going to expand. So the next time that maybe your baby is fussing uncontrollably and you just can't figure it out, instead of getting caught up in the place of like, well, what did I do wrong? I've tried everything. This baby just won't sleep. It's maybe I just have a baby that's broken. Maybe my baby just will not sleep. Maybe he's just not a sleeper. Maybe he hates swaddles. Maybe he hates this. Maybe he hates me. I don't know. I would say go to the direction of, okay, so, wow, he's got a good set of lungs on him. It's really nice that he's got nice clear lungs, he's got a loud voice, he's able to communicate with me what he really needs. And you know what? Every single day, I'm getting better at understanding these needs. We are learning together, and I'm getting better at this every single day. I'm lucky that I have a happy, healthy baby. I'm lucky that birthing part that I was really worried about is totally over now. I'm happy that we have a roof over our heads, that we've got clothes on our bodies. Whatever it is that you can say in that moment that makes you happy. Or even if it's just like, I'm really glad that I can walk away right now and get a cup of coffee while my baby rests safely in his crib. Whatever it needs to be, make sure that you're focusing on the good as often as you can, because that's what will expand. It's like good begets good and bad begets bad. So if you get into kind of one of those negative places, it's so easy for it to start spiraling out of control, which you don't want. So get into a good place and let that spiral out of control. See all of the other incredible things that can come to you once you start noticing the good things and putting your energy there. Okay, so here comes one more tip for you. It is to start good habits right now. Throughout pregnancy and new mamahood, it is so easy to wind up just putting things off and kind of feeling like, oh, okay, well, I'll just do the quick fix for right now and I'll really get back to what I truly want tomorrow. And then that turns into the next day, which turns into the next week. And all of a sudden, 6 months later, you're in a place where you're feeling, why didn't I just do things back when I first thought of them? So I highly encourage you to start good habits now. If that's something like you really want to make sure that you're taking some time to exercise your body every single day, start that